Welcome to Sweethearts or Rivals. I'm Charla.
I'm Justin.
What's on our table today?
Carcassonne, the city.
Right. And I'll also find a picture of the box and I'll put it right there.
Bing! Because we have the
wooden edition.
Yeah.
Yep. Which was published by Rio Grande Games.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually no stats in the rulebook, but you can play it with 2 to 4 players for sure.
Yep.
I think I would have to estimate 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And on the ages, I'm not sure. Most Carcassonne's ages ain't up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Up here, actually, there should be that little eye that you can click on, and there'll be a link to our playthrough/overview, because now we are kind of combining them into one compacted video.
Right.
And the reason we're doing that is we're trying something a little bit new, mostly because when we looked at the stats of our videos, our playthroughs and our reviews are significantly more popular than our overviews.
Right.
So we'll just kind of chop that off, and it'll let us focus on what our fans like.
Right.
Yeah.
And plus, most of the time when we're doing a playthrough, we're explaining what we're doing and why we're doing it.
Yeah.
We sort of felt like we were doing it kind of twice.
Exactly.
So now it's just one.
Yeah. If you have any opinions about it, like it, don't like it, want to see it different,
Let us know.
Yeah. So, Carcassonne the city. What do you think of the components of Carcassonne the city?
I would have to say Carcassonne the city, the version that we have in the wooden box, the components are excellent quality.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, these are wooden tiles.
Yep.
And they're very smooth and they're just really nice.
Yep.
And, of course, the cute wooden walls and the little wooden towers.
Yep.
Very cute.
All very well made.
Yep. And the meeples are a normal meeple construction, but although they are a different shape.
Yeah, they're kind of a squat meeple.
A squat little old-fashioned meeple with a helmet on them.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Right on.
Everything's excellent, excellent quality. And I like the art on this one, how the houses and the markets, they all still stand out from each other, but they all go really nice with each other.
Yeah, it's a nice art style.
I like a lot. Yeah, It looks really nice.
The historical buildings are really cool because they're not just a building with a little sign. They actually, like, you can see a cathedral, you can see like a castle.
They have different ones in the game,
very cool.
So it's nice.
Yep. And of course, when you are done playing a game of Carcassonne the city, having the wall built around it looks like really awesome.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. What do you think about the strategery?
The strategery of Carcassonne the city is very similar to when you are playing regular Carcassonne. So you have the randomness of the tiles coming out, but you got to add to that on. It's not really random. You just sometimes you can't predict it when you're going to score something, and that's when the wall is going to expand. And then, of course, every player gets to add to that wall, so who's going to put what where.
Yeah.
So it's not really so much random as trying to deduce who's going to do what, when, where, and why. And, of course, the chaos of everyone doing what you don't expect them to do.
Right. And it's different, too, because in this one, you only have to match the roads.
Yes, that's true.
You can cut, like here. The market is cut off by this card. Yeah. Actually, all of them. Whoops. Were cut off by that card there.
Yep.
And that's perfectly legal in this version.
Yep, which is cool. I like that. The roads still have to make sense, which is awesome. As for the strategy and the tactics, you're still pulling one tile, just like regular Carcassonne, and then finding the best place for you to put that. So that's very tactical. But the strategy, there's several strategies. Because marketplaces don't have to match other marketplaces, it's very easy to create lots and lots of marketplaces in your residential area, which is like the Carcassonne farm.
Right.
So you can get a lot of points that way.
But you can also get a lot of points by making a big market.
Yep.
Because if your market has the 3 different colors in it, then however many tiles your market is made of is multiplied by 3.
Yeah. So that
2 if there's 2, 1 if there's 1.
So you got to strategize kind of a balance between those two. And then, of course, once the wall starts getting built, you want to look at all the different rows and try to get your guards up on those wall pieces for some major points at the end of the game for looking over a really good row of historic and public buildings.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a really nice blend. It's kind of like regular Carcassonne, a little bit of randomness, a lot of tactics and strategy, but in here there's actually like a little bit of extra of all 3.
Right.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. It blends well together.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. All right, so what do you think about the complexity of Carcassonne the city?
I don't think it's overly complex. If you've played Carcassonne before, you're going to have an easy time to catch on.
Yeah.
The only thing, like we said, it's different is the markets don't have to match up with the markets.
Yep.
So you just have to put that little piece out of your mind.
Yeah.
Because there is a bit of strategy, or strategy, like you were talking about just before.
Yeah.
And then thinking about where you're placing things, and then wondering where a wall could be built. Like you're kind of in the beginning, you're not placing walls for the first round.
Yeah.
And you are kind of lining up. Well, there are a lot of blue buildings in that one. I hope I get it.
Yeah. Yep.
Kind of seeding the field there.
Yeah.
So that's the only bit that's a little bit more complex than Carcassonne. But once you've played it once, you're gonna be knowing what you're doing.
And it's kind of funny that because you don't have to match like the residential to the residential and the market to the market, you don't have to match that like regular Carcassonne. You'd think that would make it easier, but it adds a lot more choice to it.
It does.
Which is kind of cool as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it would be easy to teach to someone as long as they might have played basic Carcassonne before.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could call this one a gateway though.
Yeah, it's got a little bit more depth than your average Carcassonne.
A little bit more heavy than the regular gateway Carcassonne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you think about the playability?
It's Carcassonne, which is awesome. So if you like the theme and the mechanics of Carcassonne, you're going to enjoy the city because it's more of the same but with extra stuff on top of it, which is cool.
Yeah.
There's no expansions or anything for this, so this is strictly a 2 to 4 version of Carcassonne that's going to end in a short period of time. Which for some people that's awesome. For some people they might like the great big, like massive epic Carcassonne.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends on what you want to do there. For the replayability of this, I think, just like in Carcassonne, when you're done and you kind of look at what you have all created and it's like, that is awesome, the city has that definitely. And especially when you're looking at like the 3D wall and tower pieces that kind of encompass your entire city. I love looking at what I've completed in Carcassonne, and I love the exact same thing here with the city. It's like, I want to take a picture of every single time we've played.
Yeah.
Because it just looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely replayable there.
Awesome.
Cool. So what do you think? Does Carcassonne the city have the awesomeness or the cuteness?
This version of Carcassonne the city has equal amounts of awesomeness and cuteness.
I would agree.
Yeah. Just because the art style they used, I find it is really cute.
Yeah.
And everything just blends in so nice, and the walls and the towers. It's really cute, and it's an awesome game.
Yeah. Again, the kind of at the end when you're looking at it, awesome.
Yeah.
Looks awesome. Cool.
What do you think, if you were recommending this for a certain game group, who would you recommend it to?
It's going to have to be a small group because it only goes up to 4.
2 to 4, yeah.
You can't expand it. Any game group that enjoys Carcassonne, enjoys the tactical puzzliness strategy of Carcassonne, is maybe looking for just like that next step up.
Something to add to it, but not the expansions maybe.
Yeah. This is going to be for you. It's a very unique version of Carcassonne, and it's awesome. Yeah.
I agree. Do you think that this would be a game that we would ever trade away?
No.
You would never want to trade this ever?
No.
No, I don't think I would either.
No.
I do really enjoy it.
Yeah. Out of all the like different versions of Carcassonne, except for just regular Carcassonne with the
Right.
expansions, but
Yeah.
all the other ones, this is my favorite so far.
So far?
Yeah. I really love the walls. I love the tower. There's a very unique feeling as the walls start to build out and you see sections of your city getting closed down. That is actually kind of tense.
It's true.
Which is amazing.
And then you put the walls out when you score something. So if
Yeah.
you're scoring a lot of stuff fast, your city closes in
Yeah.
way sooner than it normally would.
Yeah. What we have here, we still had like probably 10 tiles. And then after that was the third round. And in the third round, there's another 20 tiles on top of that. So there's a lot of tiles that didn't even get out because we just kept scoring.
Right.
Yeah. Which is awesome.
Yeah, it closed in fast this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was very cool.
Yeah.
Did we finish this as sweethearts or rivals? We finished this as
Rivals.
rivals. Yeah. There's so much so many ways you can kind of work your way in, block.
And then,
Yeah.
Oh. And Justin had this huge farm, or not farm, sorry.
Residential
area with all his market stalls. But in the end, it was neat because I only had one less market stall
Yeah.
than you.
Yeah.
So if I had got one more, you would have... Oh, no, I would have only got... What are they worth? 3 points in the end?
Yeah. I still would have won.
Yeah. But only
But
by
I-
3 points instead
I
of 6
jumped
points.
ahead in like this huge lead.
I kept making all these mistakes.
And then at the very end, I don't know if you learned from your mistakes, and I kind of just floundered a little bit, but you like caught up like quickly.
I just realized that I've got to do stuff to make points to catch up.
Yeah.
And I just was doing that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Cool.
Rivals.
Yeah, definitely. And it's, yeah. And I think even though it is a much shorter version of Carcassonne than Carcassonne, like
Yeah.
the regular one, because of the walls, like building out and blocking off your city, it ramps up the tension. And so I can get into it more like, okay, this is going to happen now. That means I get to get the points because she's going to get these points. Like that tension makes it so that suddenly I get very rivalry.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Good game.
Carcassonne, the city. Awesome.
That's our video.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot.
We'll see you next time.
Laters.